Is it worth it? Ask yourself that question before and then reflect on it afterwards and bask in your ability to walk away from the worst type of situations. That's the thing that we celebrate. Man, this chick came at me and she was bad than a mug, but I was looking at her like, I ain't never, ever gonna waste my time on you because my chick is really bad at home. And that's the person that I really want to be with. That's what we should be championing and celebrating. Yo, I can't wait till Rita is out doing her clinicals right now. I'm counting down the hours before she get home because I can't wait to enjoy her tonight. We're going to go to the Pistons game. We're going to watch Kevin Durant. We're going to watch Cade Cunningham continue to blossom. We're going to sit courtside. We're going to have a good time. And that's the thing that we need to be talking about. I can't wait to go and pick my daughter up from school today. Just to hear about her day. I got a pair of new Dunks highs waiting in her room for her that just got delivered. I can't wait for her to see the Dunks that she just got in today. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. Just got him in. Just got him in. Just got him in. Set him in her room when I took her to school today because I want her to be surprised. Talking with I wouldn't say a friend of mine. He wasn't a friend of mine, but I was talking to somebody. Let's just say that. And this individual conveyed to me about all of his situations and his sexual exploits. Listen, I always got smoke for my women because I'm an equal accountability partner. So if you're doing something that's out of character or you're doing something that's out of line, we're going to have to bring you to the front of the congregation. And we're going to get to these overly enrolled women that are in college. We're going to get to a lot of different stuff. I got money talk. I got bag talk. I got accountability talk. It's going to be a great show. However, I was talking to a gentleman and he was talking about his overly sexual exploits. Overly sexual exploits. First and foremost, let me say this. When did we start talking about all of the different women that we were sleeping with and just openly conveying that information, especially to people that's not even a part of your inner circle? When did we start pillow talking? When did we start talking about all of the different people? When did that become cool? I'm curious. When did it become cool to talk about all of the different people that you're sleeping with, even from a men's perspective? Like, that's just not even classy. Classless. Is that the thing that we're looking for? Classless. Shout out to my homegirl, Lucky Marie. Make sure y'all tune in to Lauren Melissa's channel and then Lucky and Lauren's live stream tonight. Shout out to you. I believe it's 11:30 p.m. Eastern. But when did it become cool for these dudes to just start talking about all of the different women that they talk about? I digress. Let's continue. And, you know, interestingly enough, my ears perked up when I heard this conversation going on, and I wasn't initially a part of it. I was a part of it, but I was disconnected from it. But when I heard certain things being conveyed in this conversation, my ears perked up. And so I started to pay attention a little bit. So I decided to listen and join the conversation by being observant. And, you know, this gentleman, I guess he was unable to read the room, but he started talking about this woman and that woman. And let's be clear. I believe that most people, when they're talking about how awesome they are and how many girls they're having at one specific time, I believe that they capping a lot of times. I think that even if it's not capping, even if it's happened, I think that the stories be extremely exaggerated because they be so animated and they be so excited to tell it. And then it's just like, interesting. So I like to pay attention to the details. What's going on, Lauren? Make sure y'all tap into her show tonight. I like to pay attention to the details. I pay attention to exactly what people saying and how they're saying it. It's not just about the story itself. It's about the person that's telling it, why they're telling it, and what they're getting out of it. So I waited to the end. And then what I found out was that this guy just felt so brazen and he felt so excited to be able to tell this story to us. And then on the back end, I found out that he was married. Oh, no. Found out that he was married. Listen, I am not saying that everybody is doing everything right, but when you're so brazen in your sexual exploits and you have so little respect for yourself that you don't first even feel any kind of remorse as a result of you doing what you doing, A, but then B, you putting it out there like it's some kind of great thing that you're doing that's so awesome. I'm always disappointed. I'm always disappointed because a lot of times we talk about what we want from women and how we want these women to submit to us and how it's important for them to move a certain type of way with regard to being around us. But we never look in the mirror and try to figure out how it is that we're affecting the people that wind up submitting to us. And so the other question that I then have is it that difficult to be disciplined? Because this gentleman, he not no slouch when it comes to his ability to earn, right? He's a high earner. He was getting to the bag, all of that, right? But is it that difficult first for men in general and then highly successful men to exercise a level of discipline when it comes to their cock and what they put it in? Or will we do anything according to the opportunity that it presents to us? Like, I understand that men and women do things and they cheat for different reasons, but I'm wondering, is it that difficult for you to step back and say, you know what, this probably don't even make that much sense? Is it worth it? You know, we did a whole show yesterday on the bag fumbler of the year, Henry Ruggs, and him, you know, being a millionaire, 12th pick in the NFL draft, second year in his career in the NFL, and he messed it all up by going 156 miles an hour down a Vegas street at 3 something in the morning, and he was twice over the legal limit when it came to his alcohol consumption. But why don't we ever ask ourselves, is it worth it? I mean, that's the first question that you're supposed to ask yourself, gentlemen. You know, it disappoints me when I see, and I'm having conversations on different platforms, and I'll cam up with people, or I'll have a conversation on this platform or the Lapeef network, and we have conversations, and I'll say, yo, you got to exercise this discipline, or it's not worth it, or yo, this, that, and so. And then people will come back to me and say, all men that get money supposed to have as many women as possible. Why would I want that? Listen, I got my hands full with the one that I got. Why am I looking to entertain the possibility of rocking out with somebody else? Why are you seeking it? Why are you chasing it? Is it that hard to find successful men that know how to exercise dick discipline? When I was cammed up for the last couple times on the Anton Daniels show, on my other channel, Anton Daniels channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to that. When I was cammed up and we had the conversation about cheating and do all people cheat or whatever. And when I said that, nah, I don't cheat. I never did. Like, that's not my thing. It's like people were so amazed that that is a possibility. It's like, is it really normal for everybody to cheat? Is there no kind of discipline at all? Hold on. Let's just be clear, because it always comes back to the money. When you ask yourself a question, right? When you're asking yourself a question, you always first have to ask, how does this come back to me? I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're looking to fight somebody. I don't care if you're looking to get revenge. I don't care if you're looking to cheat. I don't care if you're looking to skip out on your job. The first thing that you ask yourself is it worth it? If I get caught, what are the ramifications that come along with it? Is it worth it for you to lose your kids? Is it worth it for you to lose the trust of the person that you sleep next to every single day? Is it worth it for you to mess up the money? Is it worth it for you to risk the possibility of getting a disease? Is it worth it for the optics? The optics, because most people that are overly successful, even if they don't have some kind of visibility on like a fame type level or an influencer type level, they have some kind of visibility, high level visibility when it comes to being a business owner. They got employees. It's a lot of people that depend on them and know them. And is it worth it just for a piece of pussy from a chick that don't even care nothing about you? She looking to come up, bro. She there for the clout. Why is it so hard for us to, or So easy for us to block out all of the obvious signs that we shouldn't do something and then move in tunnel vision down this path of something that's not going to be in our best interest. Every single sign, listen, you can't miss them. You can't miss the obvious signs of why you shouldn't be there. It's all in front of you, and you literally have to move it out the way and block it out the way, and it don't make sense and all of this other type of stuff. Right before you do it, your girl gonna call you and say, hey, have a good day at work. And you go ahead and plow through it anyway. And then don't you feel like a scumbag afterwards? Like, don't you come back with regret and be like, you know what? I'm looking real bad out here. I need to change my ways. No kind of remorse, no kind of regret. We don't have no kind of discipline. We just moving. I don't even understand how men become successful without that level of discipline. Because to get to the top, you have to be so laser focused on being successful and blocking out any kind of distraction that would derail you from going in the direction that you got to go in. It's largely the reason why most of these guys are successful in the first place is because they laser focus. They don't get caught up in the foolishness. They're more focused on the objective. The goal is the objective, not how I feel, not what it is that I'm feeling like in the morning, if I can do it, if I can't do it. You know how consistent I've been camming up and live streaming with y'all every single morning, Monday through Sunday with no misses. It got the jab, feeling bad, sick, problems is going on. This employee need help over there. That person got their husband in the hospital. I'm helping them, sending this person a check, so on and so forth. You know how consistent you have to be in order to be able to hit every single day without missing. And you telling me that you can't exercise a level of discipline because she just got a little body in front of you? You telling me that you can be focused in your entire life. You be to work on time early, at least 15 minutes early, because on time is late and early is on time. You've been disciplined enough to show consistency as far as making sure that you cultivate this great relationship. You win on every single level, and you're telling me that it's impossible for these type of men to exercise the discipline necessary to not cheat. I don't believe it. It does not make sense. It doesn't compute. It don't compute, Freaky Jason. And then feeling braggadocious about the fact that you did this in front of a bunch of other guys that stand up dudes. We looking at you funny and you looking at us like we crazy and why we don't agree with you. This is called holding your guys accountable. And I don't even know this guy like that. But I started questioning the guy that brought him around, and I was like, yo, this is who you rock with? This is who you do business with? That's what we're going to start normalizing nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. We're no longer going to subject ourselves to the worst parts of us. Start questioning why certain people are even around in the circle if they can't stand up to what you deem as a standard for what a stand-up gentleman should be. It's simple. We playing no games. We not, and again, it doesn't mean that you can't make a mistake. It don't mean that you can't be, but if you can't even be remorseful, if you can't even see the error in your ways, I have to question whether or not you even need to be around me, because I don't want the optics to look bad as a result of me aligning myself with you. We need to normalize what's been pushed out the window. I've gotten so much pushback. It's funny because even on the Lapeef Network last night, people were trying to argue me down about what I deemed and what was necessary in order to create a successful environment for being married. A whole lot of single people arguing with the one married person that's on a platform advocating for dick discipline and being successfully married. And they looking at me like, you crazy. And I'm looking at them like, what's wrong with y'all? Is everything turned inside out and everything backwards to where now crazy is normal and normal is crazy? Normal is the anomaly. What we supposed to do, that's crazy. I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone, yo. I feel like everything is freaking backwards. If the person that pours into your community and is successfully married and they're giving you all of the positive advice and it's no love and hip hop here, and that's the person that we talking about is crazy, what the F are we doing? Look at me. I'm even trying to change my language. I ain't even cussing. I'm saying F instead of, what are we doing? What are we doing? If you want her to follow you and you want to be the leader that you profess yourself to be, that you wanted your father, that your father was trying to get you to be, that he wanted you to be, and you don't want to be a disappointment to everybody that came after you or everybody that came before you, you're going to have to exercise the same level of discipline that it took for you to be successful in your career. And the rest of your life also need to be a reflection of that. Otherwise, it's all going to be for nothing. If you work your whole life and you win and you do all of these great things and it all could be destroyed by your lack of discipline because you can't control your cock, is it worth it? Ask yourself that question before and then reflect on it afterwards and bask in your ability to walk away from the worst type of situations. That's the thing that we celebrate. Man, this chick came at me and she was bad than a mug, but I was looking at her like, I ain't never, ever gonna waste my time on you because my chick is really bad at home. And that's the person that I really want to be with. That's what we should be championing and celebrating. Yo, I can't wait till Rita is out doing her clinicals right now. I'm counting down the hours before she get home because I can't wait to enjoy her tonight. We're going to go to the Pistons game. We're going to watch Kevin Durant. We're going to watch Cade Cunningham continue to blossom. We're going to sit courtside. We're going to have a good time. And that's the thing that we need to be talking about. I can't wait to go and pick my daughter up from school today. Just to hear about her day. I got a pair of new Dunks highs waiting in her room for her that just got delivered. I can't wait for her to see the Dunks that she just got in today. You don't believe me. You don't believe me. Just got him in. Just got him in. Just got him in. Set him in her room when I took her to school today because I want her to be surprised. These is for my daughter. For the daughter. But my point is that I love doing things for my family. I love showing off for them. I love pouring into them. I love it when they're happy. I love doing, family time and family stuff. I work so much. I'm up at 5 a.m. We stopped live streaming at 2 something in the morning on the Lapeef network yesterday. I was back up at 5 a.m. You know why I do it? I do it because I love the people that surround me. I love the people that surround me. This is what we do it for. We do it for that. We don't do it for ourselves and make ourselves feel good. We come last. But it's the reason why Rita's and my daughters and my mom and everybody else that surround me, you wonder why they so submissive and why they pour so much into me, why they subject themselves to me, why they worship the ground that I walk on, is because I pour into them first. I pour into them first. I make sure that they are loved, that they are cared for, that they secure. I just got off the phone with Lauren. I don't even want to tell it. I don't want to tell. I'm sorry, Lauren, but I just got off the phone with Lauren Melissa. Just got off the phone with her right before I started live streaming with y'all today. You know what I was doing? Hey, Lauren, how you doing? Everything good? You need anything from me? How do you feel? Let me understand what you're talking about. I want Mama Son. Shout out to Mama Son. Shout out to Natasha. I just sent them some messages. Mama Son, hey, what are you doing? Why you ain't already got that information over to me? Let me send you this money. I pour into people first. And that's why people love me. That's why they rock with me. Because I truly want the best for people. And you can't understand it to save your life. Why they love him so much? Why they rock with him? No matter what people say with him, they just absolutely adore him. That's why. That's why your woman submit to me more than she submit to you. She wished she could be my second wife. Let me stop talking saucy.